So welcome to my top 5 Nintendo Switch games that I am addicted to, that for some reason I can't get enough of. I keep coming back to them over the years, and I absolutely love these games. I play them at least every couple of weeks. I turn them on, even if it's only for 5 minutes, I keep coming back to them. So the one thing I want to say in this video, this is not the top 5 greatest Nintendo Switch games. If I was going to do that list, it would be Octopath Traveler, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Astral Chain, Super Mario Odyssey, Three Houses, Fire Emblem. Those would be there, but it is not that list. So if you were coming in, you quickly got some great ones there. But these are games that for some reason have stuck the test of time with me and keep pulling me back every time I think that I'm out. And we will start with the very first game that honestly, I, in the beginning, didn't take too seriously when it came out on the N64. I started to take it a little bit more seriously with the GameCube, and then I kind of got into it. And I really liked the fan service, but that was really it. I didn't really look at it as a real fighting game, where, hold on, I've taken all that back. And I look at this now as up there as one of the greatest fighting games of all time, and that is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This is the ultimate fighting game. Is it the best fighting game ever made? That's debatable. This game wins in its character roster. It does. There are so many characters to choose. Even if you come in and say, I'm not really a Nintendo fan, I really don't like Nintendo, where, okay, there's Cloud in here, there's Snake in here, there's so many characters that you can attach yourself to, and you can always kind of find some enjoyment through a certain series. Hey, if you just like the Neo Geo and Terry Bogard, you can come in with the idea that this character is on the machine. It's ridiculous. And Dragon Quest characters, I have never been more impressed watching a fighting game get unveiled in the beginning, and over the months, all the additional characters they keep bringing to this game. This game just does not stop, and I've often said, I don't know how they're ever going to outdo this game. How are you going to outdo this in the future? I guess better character models? I think the character models are great. They represent all the characters perfectly. So it's going to be really interesting in the years to come to see how they outdo this game. And that's a testament of how great the game is. Graphics-wise, level-wise, the amount of levels, the amount of incredible music in this game. This game, I'm going to say something crazy here, is a 10 out of 10 game. It is. For the amount of content in here. Now, do I play Street Fighter more than this game? Do I enjoy the mechanics of a Street Fighter game to this? Yes, but I grew up with Street Fighter, so that's my take on that. But I really appreciate the mechanics in here, and I'm always drawn back to it, and I'm always picking it up and taking it on the go and saying, oh, I'll just do a couple of matches here and there. Maybe I'll unlock another character that I haven't unlocked yet. And that is the addiction, and that's what always brings me back to Super Smash Bros. What a phenomenally great game. One that I honestly did not think would ever really grasp me the way it did, but it certainly has. Now, okay, what's really cool here is that we do some modern games, and some of the games that I'm addicted to are from my personal past. They're games that I grew up with. Some of them in the arcade, some of them by Capcom. And this is one of those games that I bought and I do not regret. In fact, it's one of the best buys I ever got for the Nintendo Switch, and that is Capcom's Belt Action Collection. Now, this is a collection of Capcom's old arcade games that, as I say, I used to play in the arcade all the time. We got Final Fight, The King of Dragons, Captain Commando, Knights of the Round, Battle Circuit, the list goes on. There's so many great old arcade games in here. And I think what's fun about this and what brings me back and what keeps me addicted is that I can take it on the go, and I can just say, hey, you know what, I'm going to play some Final Fight. I'm just going to play a couple of levels, and I get to revisit that old action again. And I think that these older side view beat 'em up style of games really hold up well over the years, especially in the world of complete 3D games now, that you can put this in on a little cartridge, take it on the go, and play these games, and they still play, feel, and sound excellent. And I think even for a lot of younger people coming in, you'll find this collection really worthwhile. This is I picked this up from Japan. I think there's a physical copy for America as well. There's definitely a downloadable copy. And it's on the cheap. It's not an expensive title. And it's really fun to visit the old arcade games. I know, you say arcade games, now people are like, what's an arcade? It's a place that you used to go to play video games on a full dedicated cabinet. Yeah, so you go in and you put quarters in to play video games. It's the more I'm saying it as I'm getting older, the more it's starting to sound like an older, forgotten thing, but thank God it's still being kept alive by games like this. So definitely one to think about if you like old arcade games. All right, here's another one, and this is one where I played the original back on the Super Nintendo, and all of my friends, we loved it. We played it every day. We would skip school, go across the road, play it at my friend's place, and we would just beat the crap out of each other, race each other all day, and that was the original Mario Kart. Now, there's been so many Mario Karts over the years, and all of them have a lot of merit. They certainly do. There's been some really great games, but this one particular game brought it all together, and that is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. They grabbed everything that you've ever liked in all of your Mario Karts and put them into one. There's even a battle mode in here, thank God for that. I thought the Wii U game was excellent. And then this game came out, I was like, oh my God, we have to get this as well. And this is one that I always come back to. I can always just turn it on again and just play a few rounds, do a few circuits, and just kind of capture that fun, get super angry, do a little bit of swearing, but always have a good time. And Mario Kart Deluxe is a beautiful looking game, a great playing game, a great game to play with your friends. I mean, if you're gonna get one game on the Nintendo Switch, I'd honestly kind of say this, because there's a lot of content in there, besides, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but there's a lot you can get out of this game, especially if you just want to play a game with your friends. You can't go wrong with this, so definitely, if you haven't picked it up yet, oh my God, go and snag it. You'll have a good time. Now we're back to the past again, a place that sometimes I like to hang out in and enjoy a little sweet aroma of nostalgia. And this game is that, but it's also kind of a reimagining of an older game on the Super Nintendo of the Ninja Warriors. There was a Super Nintendo game, there was an arcade game, and now on the Nintendo Switch and on the PS4, we get the Ninja Saviors Return of the Warriors. This is an awesome game. I did a full review on it. Please check it out. I go into the history of the Ninja Warriors from all the past games leading into this one. Now, at the time I'm doing this video, I don't know if this is released yet in North America. I imported the Nintendo Switch version here. You get to play as Ninja Warriors, and what they are is they're assassination androids, robots created by a guy called Mulk, and your job is to hunt down an evil dictator called Banglar, and you have to kill him, and you have to kill the wave after wave of enemy soldiers coming towards you. I swear to God, from the beginning of this game to the end, you kill at least 1,000 men. I think it might be more, for sure. A really great action game from the past, but given a brand new kind of widescreen version, different music. You have alternative music. You also have the old arcade music in there. So a high recommendation. And this is a game I just seem to pick up and play. The mechanics of it are phenomenal. It's a really fun side view action game. So give it a go. A high recommendation for the Ninja Saviors Return of the Warriors. Okay, we're at the last game that I'm addicted to. And this game is crazy because I'm addicted to it on the PS4 and I'm addicted to it on the Nintendo Switch. And that is Street Fighter's 30th Anniversary Collection. I bought it for the PS4 and for the Nintendo Switch. And it's on, I even have a code of it on my PS4. Every time I turn on my PS4, I'm like, and I'm waiting around. If I'm going out in about 10 minutes or 15 minutes, I'm like, I'll just play some Street Fighter. And what's so great about this is all of the old Street Fighters are there. They all control fantastically well. And I'm a big Street Fighter guy. I'm a huge Street Fighter fanatic, especially for the old games. I really enjoy playing them. I love the competition of it. I used to, compete back in the day in my local arcade, and I was quite good at the game back then. I was really, really good at it when I was like 16 years old. I still am good at the old games, and my heart is really in the past with the old games. So I always go back and I'll play, Street Fighter Alpha 2, and I'll play Third Strike or Second Impact, or even the original Street Fighter, or, Street Fighter 2, where it really began for me, per se. And this is a great collection, the best Street Fighter collection ever. I did a review on it, maybe it was a couple of years ago now, and I said this is the best Street Fighter collection that's ever been released. I still stand behind that 100%. A really great collection of older Street Fighter games that hold up to this day. So guys, down below, let me know what are some games that you're addicted to on the Nintendo Switch. I'm not asking for the best games on the machine. I'm talking about games that you personally can't stop playing, that you keep coming back to, and you can't believe it. You're like, I can't believe I keep coming back to this game when it's realistically sometimes not that good, but that you find something in it that's super fun, that draws you back in every single time. Let me know down below. So anyways, guys, until next time.